Wow, that's amazing.
All getting up now, so who knows?
Them ducks don't like landing in this stuff.
You got to be in pretty good shape. It's a lot of open country right here. I'm starting to think that prairie chicken hunting is a pipe dream.
I'll tell you something, this is deer hunting right here. You just put your time in and wait.
We're kind of like in a marriage with you, the viewers, and me doing this show, for better or for worse. You've seen my better, and so today, you're seeing my worse.
Get him.
I'm gonna tell you something right there.
Good girl.
That is a good. I gotta get him out of that. That's a heck of a crappie right there.
Now get out of her way.
That's a good start right there. Tell you what. The G3 Sportsman is presented by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. You know, just because you do an outdoor show doesn't mean that everything goes according to plan. And in fact, most of the time, it doesn't. We're just like you guys. When we're out there in the field and we're trying to shoot something, most generally, Mother Nature has a sense of humor, and she doesn't allow us to do everything that we need to do in a certain allotted amount of time. Today's show is going to feature some of these little events to where we go out trying to shoot shows. Seems like everything's going to work out just fine, but wouldn't you know it, it doesn't. And today's episode will be entitled Mishaps and Mayhem. And trust me, when you do an outdoor show, you get plenty of that. Our first trip takes us out to Kansas, and we were going after prairie chickens. I'd never hunted prairie chickens, I don't think I'd ever even seen one before. And had a group of guys out here, man, we were all dressed to the nines, had our bread of gear on, the dogs were excited, you know, and right off the bat, we had the most ominous looking clouds. I mean, this cloud bank come out dark, ugly looking, lightning going, thundering, whatnot. We're out in the plains. I mean, that should have been the first sign of how this day was going to go.
Once they point, we will move up there quick as possible, not run, but step it up a notch, because the birds will get up pretty quick.
So they move kind of like pheasants? I mean, they're always on the...
They're on the move. They're not running real hard, but they're moving around, and what I know about it is their vision is real good. Is there a dog up there? Wow. Now see, that's a flocked up bunch of them. See how they go?
Yeah.
Where are they going? Who knows? That's them.
I'll be dog.
Oh yeah, there could be some still sitting.
I'll be dog.
Look at them, they're still going.
Shoot, there was over a dozen.
Yeah.
Or more. See how everybody's lined up?
Yes.
It takes a lot of people. These are big fields. Put out a certain number of dogs and walk these CRP fields and grass fields and stuff. So, you know, it takes quite a few hunters.
Look in here.
There's a bird. 3,
There goes-
4, 5,
look
6,
at
7, 8, 9.
I told you there'd be more
10.
chickens up here. Look at them. They're going to Osborne County now.
Oh yeah, they're
Nah, you think they're going down.
as far as the eye can see. That's how far you walk. But from what I hear, that it's all worth it when you can get them. Right now, I'm starting to wonder.
Gator tough, strong enough, keeps on going when the going gets rough. Gator tough, strong enough, everything you need. Summer, spring, winter, fall, G3 lets you do it all. There's nothing like a Gator Tough G3. No, there's nothing like a Gator Tough G3.
Visit G3Boats.com to find your nearest G3 and Yamaha outboard motor dealer.
Some hunters only stand in the bargain line, and there are others who will never stand behind any brand, but some will always stand for quality without compromise. Where do you stand? Fiocchi, what's in your gun?
The hunt doesn't last a day. It starts months earlier. With digital camera, topo mapping, 3-axis compass, and satellite imagery. Get everything you need for the hunt with Oregon 550T from Garmin.
It's got the punch of a heavyweight and the pounds of a lightweight. Welcome to the main event featuring the new Yamaha 4-stroke F70. Tipping the scales at up to 142 pounds lighter than its 4-stroke competitors. That's a class-leading power-to-weight ratio, a haymaker of a whole shot, surprising mid-range punch, incredible fuel economy, and industry-leading innovation, performance, and reliability. The Yamaha 4-stroke F70. Reliability starts here.
This segment of the G3 Sportsman is brought to you by G3 Boats, a great catch. Fiocchi Ammunition, what's your game? Abu Garcia, for life. And by Garmin, we'll take you there. You know, when fall comes and the trees start turning colors, get a little nip in the air, whatnot, everybody gets excited. I mean, we're all ready to get out there and go hunting. You know, when the duck season rolls around, I get really pumped up for it. Up in Mound City, hunting with my great buddy Dan Geyer, for which we have shot more ducks over. Got a great guide service up there. Man always has us in ducks. But every so often, even with the best, you just have those stinker days. It is really froggy out here this morning. Froggy and frosty. It's early still. It's going to take a little bit for the fog to kind of burn off, but it's kind of eerie out here. It's kind of cool. But hopefully we're going to have a good morning. Fog has come in. I mean, it's thicker than pea soup. And we had our buddy Dusty Banner, who this guy is probably one of the best duck callers anywhere in the country. And he was excited about the fact that we're going to come in and do a show and all. And Dan and me were anticipating a great day. But the fog never lifted. It just stayed in. Just thick, couldn't see anything. We've got a lot of ducks on the refuge. And so we know there's ducks in this area. The most aggravating thing is, and I compare this to fishing, it's worse when you see the ducks and you can't get them to work, just like when you see the fish and you can't get them to bite.
Exactly right.
Well, we sat, and then we sat some more. Then we sat a little more. Well, we finally got a little action. finally got some action. The only problem was, it wasn't ducks. It was bucks.
Yeah, he is scraping.
I mean, you know, nobody can predict nature. I mean, that's why it's called hunting. I mean, if we just went out there killing, then, you know, there wouldn't be much adventure to it. There wouldn't be much of a challenge to it. In fact, basically, that would just suck. So you're going to have these days, and more of these days than you probably will those fantastic days, those where everything works out. But when you have those type of days, that's what sticks in your memory, and that's what keeps you coming back. Now, how about deer hunting? Now, we don't shoot a lot of deer shows, and justifiably so, because last I checked, there's probably a few deer hunting shows on TV. So what am I going to do that's any different than what these other people are doing? But I decided, you know, I'm going to slip out, set up my double bull. I'd heard there was good bucks in the area. Thought, you know, this will be easy. What the heck? Shoot me a little deer segment, put it in the can, no big deal.
Time of year that everybody around here and really all over the country get all jacked up about is the opening day of the gun season here for deer. And in North Missouri, we'd seen some deer on a scrape line and out chasing and whatnot when we were duck hunting just a couple of days ago. So I know it's happening in the state in the north. I just don't know if it's happening here. So we'll see what happens then. Our rifle season is only about 10 days, so here in Missouri. So, I mean, you just got a short amount of time to where you can be successful. And I'm on a friend of mine's farm, and nobody's hunted this little particular old food plot here for the past 2 or 3 years. And I've got a creek bottom that runs right over here to my east. And also, right over here to the northeast, there's another. And they come along this creek bottom right here, those two filters, and they eventually meander out here in this food plot.
And first morning, I don't really see anything. See a group of turkeys that are coming in, and I mean a big group. They come in, they gave me a little something to watch, and it was fun, just shoot a little video of them or whatever. And then one little buck, he just kind of come prancing through, had him an agenda, nothing else. The next 3 days were basically the same. A couple of turkeys, maybe one doe, and that's it. I mean, that's it. Finally, I think it's the 4th day, maybe, bunch of does start coming out. And I mean, a lot of does. They were all out. And I'm thinking, okay, all right, we got something cooking here. There's bound to be a buck somewhere. No bucks. No bucks whatsoever. This is why my hat's off to all the guys out there that do these deer hunting shows. Because, man, I'm going to tell you, it takes patience, and that is something that I don't have a whole lot of. So, okay, I've been prairie chicken hunting, been duck hunting, been deer hunting with no success. We don't go out and we don't kill everything every time we go out. We have these kind of days. These days suck, but hey, it's hunting.
Just let your great catch begin with your family and friends. America's going fishing with G3. With G3.
Visit G3Boats.com to find your nearest G3 and Yamaha outboard motor dealer.
I tell you what, waterfowlers, I shoot the Beretta Extrema 2. I just can't believe how universal in its application this gun is. And it fires every time I squeeze the trigger.
Here they come, here they come.
There's no question that this thing works in all conditions. It's the best shotgun I've ever shot. The real deal is that the gun just works and works and works.
Good shot. Wow.
Get inside the Beretta Extrema 2. Blast off at BerettaUSA.com.
This segment of the G3 Sportsman is brought to you by Beretta. 500 years, one passion. Mossback fish racks. No matter how you stack them, we attract them. Berkeley. Catch more fish. Shakespeare. Quality fishing tackle since 1897. And by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Let's get back to duck hunting. Ice was one of our main issues this past year. Ice is a killer when it comes to duck hunting. If your hole's iced up, you ain't shooting no ducks. So most of the time, our holes were ice holes. I mean, they were bad. You know, that's the thing in late season. And today is about as late a season as we can get because it's the last day of the duck season. So it's always the coldest. Reason why we got these old big waders on, because I know what we're going to have to do when we get out there, and that's just part of it, is bust ice. So we get a hole punched in, we're thinking, okay, nice bluebird day, we're going to shoot some ducks. No, sir. Just wouldn't happen.
We got out here this morning and bust ice and got a few decoys set out and got a little hole, and there's ducks around. We just don't know what's going on. They just aren't flying or anything. And
now, sticking with the theme of duck hunting, you know, ice was one of the things that I had said that we'd had problems with. So we thought, all right, we're going to go south. We're going to outrun the ice. We're going to go where it's warmer. We're going to go down southern Arkansas. Well, the morning we get up, we get out there to the blind. What do we have? Ice.
yeah, I knew we'd have this. It's about a 1/4 inch, looks like. Some of it a little thicker, closer to the bank. Couple big old real foot ice eaters in there, boy, that'd get her done. He can do this all morning long and it's still gonna stay froze. Them ducks don't like landing in this stuff.
We actually do shoot a few ducks. But not what we anticipated. Now, once again, it's not these guys' fault. Wonderful place to hunt. I mean, these guys pound ducks day in, day out, shoot lots of ducks. But there comes a day you have a bad one. You know, we had talked about goose hunting. Oh yeah, goose hunting. What could go wrong goose hunting? They don't care about ice. They don't care about snow. Don't care about the frozen tundra. Man, you can shoot Canada geese anytime. Wrong. Okay, let me set up this scenario. We're outside of Kansas City, Missouri. I can't even remember the name of the town now. This is, again, just this past year. Geese by the hundreds working this one field. Well, the anticipation level was high. I mean, you know, they'd been shooting geese. Man, no problems, right? Once again, wrong. Now, we were seeing geese. Oh my gosh, I mean, we were seeing them. They were passing over. They were heading left, right, all around. No certain direction that all these Canadas were heading. Well, then the snow geese came. Now, I'm not talking about a few snow geese. I'm talking about a few thousand snow geese. Now, this is January. These snow geese should be down in Texas or Louisiana somewhere right now. The problem is when you've got all these snow geese, not only will a big group like this come in and just decimate a field, I mean pick it clean, but the Canadas will then go to where the snow geese are because they know, well, they're feeding. Obviously, this big group of geese right here is feeding over here. That's where they're going. So, what do? You just pack up, lick your wounds, and go. Now, talking about geese, we was talking about snow geese earlier. Nothing's more fun than when you're on a snow goose hunt and it all works out. Man, when you're on a snow goose hunt, man, it can be some of the most crazy shooting ever. It can also be one of the worst hunts ever. We've got about, 250,000 snow geese less than a mile away from us, sitting over here at the edge of the refuge. We're in a pit blind, which is unusual to hunt snow geese out of. Got a good set, beautiful afternoon right here. We've got about a couple hours, and this is when it all happens, from here till dark. We hooked up with this outfitter, actually as a favor. This was one of these deals to where we'd been up there hunting and whatnot, and this was one of them, hey, I've got an afternoon free. You guys want to come out, shoot a few snow geese or whatever, shoot some video? Hey, I don't mind. I'll be out there anyway, come on. I thought, hey, why not? This will be great. Oh, there it is. Good shot. Shot, Dan, you got him first shot, didn't you? You're up. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that goose. Whoa. Well, occasionally one would come over, get a single. These are these conservation hunts to where they want you to shoot as many of them as possible because of the overpopulation. Well, the reason why they're overpopulated is because they're very smart. These snow geese just aren't going to come over you and give you a shot at them just because you got some of their buddies in plastic down there. No, you're going to have to earn them. And today we were earning it. We just wasn't shooting anything.
Introducing a revolutionary way to attract fish, the Mossback Fish Rack. From the box to the water, setup is a snap, and you can be fishing in no time. The rough surface on the branches encourages algae growth, and the unique design virtually eliminates hanging hooks. Use the Mossback Fish Rack in your pond, hang it off your dock, or sink it in your local lake. Join the guides, pros, and weekend fishermen who are already reaping the rewards. No matter how you stack them, we attract them. To learn more, visit mossbackrack.com.
I was so sick of him fishing, I ran over his ugly stick with his own truck.
Don't get me wrong, couldn't be happier that he found a hobby.
Oh, time to go fishing today, Harry! I'm a peaceful person.
So I gave it to our dog, Sugar,
as a chew toy.
Your mama, her husband back. What is that thing made of? You know what happened?
Nothing! Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Ugly Stick, tested under some of the harshest conditions on Earth.
Stupid ugly stick.
The Yamaha VMAX SHO. First it changed the game. Now it set the standard. But don't take our word for it.
The whole shot was everything they said it was going to be.
And we accelerated from like 50 miles an hour to 70, and it was like that.
So fast, so quiet. I mean, you give it power, and it's just there.
That thing right there is just bad.
The whole shot on it, the second to none.
Oh yeah, it's for real.
Take a demo ride and feel the power yourself. You'll know why we call it the Game Changer.
Design backed by cutting-edge precision. sophistication that's world-renowned, durability that's not to be outdone. So why do we insist on such perfection? We know what's at stake. Veritas and Verdict, the next generation of the V-Series from Abu Garcia for life.
You know, if we can't get out there, we can't do everything we want to do every single time we go out. And I'm glad that we don't. How boring would that be? I know there's some of you out there that just wish to cut all the trees down, everything else, everything's just sitting out there and you just shoot them. Well, most of us, we don't want it that way. We like it the way it is. We're so fortunate that we live in a country to where we have the freedoms that we have, to where we can still hunt and fish. I'm so lucky and fortunate to be doing what I'm doing. Even though at times it's aggravating, but hey, it'd be the same thing if I was dealing stocks or laying brick or driving a truck. We all have our problems with our jobs, but nonetheless, glad to be employed in this day and time. And you know, I can't think of anything better I would like to do as to be outside enjoying this great country that God has for us right here. But you know, that's all the time we got for this week's show. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll have an actual show for you this time next week right here on the G3 Sportsman. Thanks for watching. The G3 Sportsman is brought to you by G3 Boats, a great catch. Fiocchi Ammunition, what's your game? Abu Garcia, for life. Garmin, we'll take you there. Beretta, 500 years, one passion. Mossback Fish Racks, no matter how you stack them, we attract them. Berkeley, catch more fish. Shakespeare, quality fishing tackle since 1897. And by Yamaha, reliability starts here. At least it's good walking. That's one good thing. Finished my coffee, man, I'm cold.
Yeah, it's a little cool out here for sure.
Reno. And I'm either going to find a new location or I'm going home. I hate to be sitting out in this, just out in the open.
You gotta be kidding me. See, this is what I'm talking about. I can't even get these incidentals shot without it just pouring down rain on me.